All right, guys. Well, today, doing a little something different down here at the range. We're going to be patterning my shotgun here. And the reason for that is we've got a new choke that we're going to try on this. This is the Avion Crusher. And I'm not sure when this actually came out, but we're going to try it against just the standard choke that we have on the shotgun. Mason's coming out. He's got some cardboard. We got a steel target here.
Yeah, unfortunately, no, we don't have it.
Okay, that's fine.
It all the way.
That's fine.
All right, sorry about
that. No big deal.
All right, well,
we'll just use the steel.
Huh?
We'll just use the steel.
There you go.
All right.
Have fun.
Thanks. So yeah, these guys are really helpful out here. But we're going to shoot Avian. Now these guys are pretty well known for their, I wonder if I got that sun in my eyes here. Let's turn this. There we go. Boy, you can hear the geese. Snows and blues and all that are moving in. Pretty noisy, but anyway. So today we're going to be patterning my shotgun. This is going to be kind of a review slash product review slash just information. So maybe it'll give you guys a good idea of what you want to use this year. I'm kind of a procrastinator at heart. So a lot of times every year I'm always putting off things, and patterning a shotgun is usually one of them that I wait till the last minute to get my shells and all that good stuff. So this year we're going to go ahead and get this out of the way right away. So I've got that Stoeger M3000. If you get a chance, you can go back to a couple of my other videos. I kind of explain what the setup is on that. I've got a regular Vortex red dot on this thing. Now, I'm not sure. Some guys say that they're fine on there. Other guys say you might knock that red dot off of it with the recoil. But this gun really doesn't recoil real bad right now. If I have to replace it with a scope one, I will do that down the road. But anyway, so we're gonna go try this Avion, and what I'm gonna do is compare. We've got what they've got here is a steel target with a hole in it, and then they put grease on it so you can see where your pattern's hitting. It's kind of hard to see right now with the being cooler. That grease isn't dispersing like it normally does, I guess. But we should be able to get a really good idea of where we're hitting on this thing. So I'm going to go ahead, and what we're going to do is use just the factory choke, turkey choke. We have lead with the turkey rounds, so we're fine with this target. If they were steel, we'd have a problem. We wouldn't be able to shoot it because it's too heavy, and they don't want to pit up that steel target. But so anyway, yeah, Avian. They're really well known for their decoys. Goose decoys, turkey decoys, wanting to use something a little bit different than just that standard choke. And we're going to see how this thing patterns compared to that other pattern. The other thing that I was trying to see is whether or not this thing will take some of that recoil out of that gun. These chokes are usually just kind of a sales gimmick, to be honest with you. But I'm curious to see if this pattern will be tighter than just my standard choke. So let's get after it and see if we can. We got high school kids that are probably going to be coming in and doing some shooting later this afternoon, so we need to kind of get on this and see what happens. But so anyway, we're going to go ahead. I've got the Winchester Longbeard. These are the XRs, 3-inch, 5-shot lead. We're going to go ahead and get started here. So like I said, we've got a target down here with just a big piece of steel, and it's got a hole in the center, and that's your aiming point. So we're going to I'm going to see what happens here with this standard choke that comes with the gun. See what our pattern is with it. We're using sticks today, and we're at 30 yards here. First shot. Let's walk down there and see what we got. Oh yeah, you can see that really well. That's awesome. So what they do is they put grease on this steel plate so you can really see where your pattern is. So it looks like we're a little bit left and right on basically with our height. So here you can see most of our pattern is right in here, but height-wise at 30 yards, it's pretty darn good. So we're going to end up moving, hopefully move that shot over a little bit. I'm not going to move it right now because, like I said, I'm going to change this this out with that new one. But that kind of gives you an idea of our pattern. Most of it's right in here, about hand size. Not bad. Like I said, we're a little bit left. We'll shoot again and verify that that's what we're dealing with. This is really cool. This is a really cool idea, guys. If you got a big steel plate that you can put out there at home or something, and then you just put some grease on a roller and roll this out, and you got a brand new target. Pretty cool. Those things kick pretty good with this standard choke. We're going to try it again. A little different than on the rifle range. They want you to carry the gun down on safe, and since I'm by myself, it's not, you know, they're not quite as worried about it. But being down here by myself, you know, with the shotgun, it's a little more tolerable for them than the rifle. So there you can see we're again about a hand, right? That one was a little bit high, but not bad. I'm happy with that. Most of that pattern is right there, and we're going to get a really good idea of whether or not this thing is going to tighten up with that other choke. I've never been one to change out chokes on shotguns unless it's like going from improved to modified or full. There's been just a big kick on gotta have all these real tight chokes for duck hunting and all that, and honestly, I have to agree with a gentleman that I saw on YouTube was talking about, you know, how you can get these patterns way too tight, especially on wing shooting, to where you're, you know, if you got a shot within 30 yards or closer, you're just gonna probably miss that duck or goose because it's just so tight. What these are really good for is getting out there at distance. So if these guys are shooting, you know, longer distances, that's really what these are keyed for. So, you know, if you're turkey hunting, it's probably not that big a deal to have the tightest choke in the world. There she is in her glory. That's a good looking choke. If nothing else, it looks badass on there. And that's really, honestly, that's what these chokes are supposed to do, is just look badass. So another thing that I would mention here is that, you know, I shot turkeys for years with just 6-shot in a full choke or a turkey choke. You really don't need to spend $30, $40, $50 on a box of shells. With these full chokes or these turkey chokes, you can get away. I've got some 6s here in just a 2 3/4, and we'll shoot one of those through here, and I'll show you the difference in pattern. As far as impact, you're going to have a lot bigger impact, obviously, with the big 3-inch 5-shot, but with these 6s, you can get away. And it depends on your situation too, where you're hunting. Now, where I hunt, a lot of my shots are in open areas, distance. These are on private or public land, so you're not going to get these birds in real tight. You may, but A lot of times they hang up out there 30, 40, 50 yards. So the further out you can reach them, the better off you're going to be. So let's go ahead and put this Avian to the test and see how she patterns, and if it changes my point of impact. Realized I didn't have my safety glasses on. That wasn't cool. Now I'm going to shoot one of these 6s just in the 2 3/4, and we're going to see what kind of pattern we get with this Avion choke. Okay, let's go look at that. See if we can get away with. See if you could get away with just shooting these 2 3/4. About the same. It'd be really tough to see these here. Yeah, a lot higher. Most of it's out in here. Probably not what I want to shoot, but I just wanted to see. Now I'll let you see how much recoil there is with this gun, with these 5s. All right, going hot. Woo! A little better if you can hold that front end. Boy, that's a, oh jeez. That's a deadly pattern. We moved that over a little bit. We're a little bit high still, but you can see the majority is right here in the center. I'm pretty happy with that. It could come over a little bit more, but here you got 2 or 3 that are just stacking on top of each other. Right there, there. You know, I'd still like that. We've got quite a few around the edge of the circle here. That's where my aiming point is. So height-wise, I think we're okay at 30 yards. But if I wanted to shoot further out, then definitely that would be probably right on the money. All right, we got some guys down here. We're gonna wrap this up here in a minute. The wind's kind of picking up a little bit too. I'm gonna shoot this. I moved that over 2 or 3 clicks. See if we can get this a little bit closer. All right, I think that looks good. I think we look good there. What do you think? So now we are right above that hole, about 2 or 3 inches. So I think we are perfect with that round. I think we are going to be really good with that round. We'll shoot one more just to verify and make sure that that's where it's hitting. You know, we're obviously, if we have one in close, we're going to want to be down, you know, aiming lower on his neck. But if I drop that dot down right here, we'd definitely be right on that. Man, I love this. This is so awesome. We've got some guys moving down here. I don't know where if they're shooting down here. They might be shooting down here at the trap. We're gonna shoot one more. All right, I dropped that just a little bit and we'll go see. Ah, look at that. Look at that. That is a dead turkey, if I ever saw one. So right there, boom. All right, I'm gonna move up to like 10, 15. All right, this will give you a good idea of how tight that pattern is. I only moved up like 10 yards. That is why a really tight choke at close quarters is no good. We're off to the right, or yeah, to the right a little bit. We're gonna see if we can get that right on the money. All right, well, I think we are good. We almost put that right in the center hole. Right there. Can't ask for more than that. Unless you want to go in the hole, but we want to leave it a little bit high. So, all right, we're going to tie this up here. These guys are all practicing. If they need to tune their guns, I want to be out of the way here. So the takeaway from this is this choke on this gun is a very tight choke, but it's also a very heavy recoil with this choke on. So if that's something that you're not into, that heavy recoil, then this is probably not the one for you. My actual turkey choke was less recoil than this one. The benefits to a choke on a shotgun taking away recoil and stuff, it's not the case. Actually probably makes it worse. I think that this one will definitely be able to reach out there at 60, 70 yards if I wanted to and knock something down. But up close, yeah, at probably 16, 17 yards, we put it right above our bull. So I'm happy with that. So anyway, got any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video. Stay safe out there in your hunts, everybody.